Do you know that it's illegal to use somebody else's ID to fly across country? Okay, are we ready? Are we ready for part 2? Are we ready for part 2? Huh?
Story.
So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be continuing this video because the reception I got from the first one was like, Sophia, yes, you're right, your brain wasn't working out. It's like it wasn't working out the way it was supposed to. And I accept. And I accept again that in this video I did not have sense too. Okay, all right, so let's finish. We all agree, we're on the same page. Okay, now let's get started. All right, so last time, let's do a quip on what happened. What's that say? Episode review. So on the previous episode of Sophie Did Not Have Sense, I remember I shared, and if you've not watched it, just click the video over here, somewhere around here. Click the last video. I was just talking about my last experience with a friend. Continuing the video, Queen stopped talking to me, and I stopped talking to her, but it was so awkward because Princess was always still in the middle. So like, it felt like if I wasn't talking to Queen, it was weird with me and Princess, you know, that kind of thing. So we are done. We come back from Cali, and I think we were having like a dinner or something. It was like the end of the year. We've been struggling a little bit, and she has a brother. Okay, so Queen has a brother, you guys, and Queen's brother, she and her brother live together now. Apparently they're not actually really siblings, they're just people who knew each other from their old family or whatever. That's fine, I don't really care. But her brother was super sweet to me, and low-key had a crush on me, but that's besides the point. So her brother was honestly the richer one, and he had a lot of money. So I lost my phone, if I'm not mistaken. Now you guys, I think I used to use one like Android phone a long time ago. Like I used to use an Android phone, and that phone tried. Like that phone went to me from hell and back. Like that phone suffered in my hand. Either an Android or an iPhone 6s, they did the same thing. Sorry you guys, but I used to use that, and it finally spoiled, and I used my iPad, I'll never forget, to get calls. I was doing Skype calls, like I was just struggling, right? Now the problem is, I'm not the kind of person who would ask you for help, you know, like I'm not gonna ask you to buy me a new phone. Like, why would I do that? Why would I do that? So the moment I was like, oh, I didn't have a phone, her brother was just like, and I'll call her brother King. King was just like, let me buy the phone for you, like I got you. And I was just looking at these people like, no thank you. Like, do you know how much power somebody would have over you if they had your phone? Right? Exactly. But I didn't say anything about it. And so it was coming to the end of the year. We're all hanging out in these people's house. We're talking. I think either my birthday was coming up, or it was like some like end something was happening. And so we're in the house with Queen, Princess, King, and myself. And it was Queen's house. And Princess and Queen were whispering in the room that okay, go meet King and ask him to buy her the phone. And Mel was just over there like, I don't want the phone, like you guys, like thank you, I'm fine, I like my iPad. They're like, no, Sophia, no, actually that's really how they used to call my name. Sophia, no, just go and do it. So finally they went to King. King was like, yeah, that's fine, like of course. Like we were literally all together in the living room where this man like typed in his digits, bought me I think an iPhone 6s if I'm not mistaken, or like an iPhone. It was a nice iPhone in my own mind. It was like $500 or something on Amazon, and they shipped it to me. You guys, I was so happy. Like I was so elated. I was like, oh thank you. Like, you know, when someone does that up to you, like you feel like you're enough, like you will have to be a part of their life because of it, right? So that's just okay. So you heard that story. King, Queen, siblings, but not really. Princess, Madam, always in the corner, but just there. And this new phone, right? That's the story now. So when I should have been seeing all those signs, I was like, maybe I should go and sit down and mind my business. But no, Sophia wants to be doing, I want to be friends with this person, I want to be friends with that person, all of that nonsense. So this is the meat and the story of part 2, and I want it to be a little shorter than the first one. Hey, so you guys, why did I do this to myself? Why? Queen and Princess travel a lot. Like they go on trips. Like you told her, we went to Cali, so they travel a lot. And I'm not the kind of person who travels. Like I love to travel, but I didn't have money to travel. I was working in school, I paid for my tuition, all of that stuff. So this particular time, I think now this was actually spring break. If it wasn't spring break a year later, it was like some trip we had to take. And I heard that Queen and Princess were going. and one of our other friends, like 2 of our other friends actually, but those ones are like really quiet, really chill people. Now, when I heard that, knowing fully well what happened in the last trip, do you think Sophie Ronke said in her head of head, oh, these people are mad, these people like to move mad, why don't you not go, why don't you stay in your house? Yes, okay, I remember that trip and I said, oh, now you guys, I can't afford it, I'm good. Clap for me, clap for me, clap. I know, I was so proud of myself, right? Terrible at storytelling, but all of that was happening. Okay, now this is where the problem came. The day before, like the day of their flight, mind you, I wasn't talking to Princess or Queen, right? But I was chill with Princess. I get a call at 10 a.m. and it's Princess. She's like, Sophia, you can go, you can go, you can go. I'm like, what do you mean you can go? They're like, Queen is gonna pay for the trip. I'm like, I'm not going. Why would Queen like spend that much money on a trip? She's like, no, that's not what's happening. That Queen traveled somewhere for a family emergency and she has a ticket to fly to Miami. If we're flying from Houston, right? Queen had a ticket from Houston, all of us were flying from Houston, but Queen had to go to Wisconsin, and because she was in Wisconsin, she has to buy a different flight to get to Miami to meet us, right? So mind you, there's now a flight ticket with Queen's name that nobody can use because it's from a different airplane departure, and she couldn't switch the times. So the smart plan, the smart idea was that Sophia should impersonate Queen and lie to TSA and use Queen's ID or passports to travel. Do you know that's a felony? Do you know that's a crime? Do you know it's illegal? Do you know that it's illegal to use somebody else's ID to fly across country? And you know what I did? You guys guess. Just guess. Do you know what I did? Do you know what I did? I went. Okay, so Princess calls me and she's like, yo, we have this ticket, like, just, it's not gonna be a big deal, like, when you get to TSA is like the checkpoint, of course. When you get to TSA, just don't look up, like, wear a hat and just look down, like, you and Queen look alike. First of all, me and Queen do not look alike. I'm from Nigeria, she's from somewhere else, somewhere far away, safe. So it's not as if no, we looked anything alike. So, you guys, I was very foolish. I was very foolish. So I was like, do I want to risk this? Now, mind you, this was in my head at that time, right? And I feel like a lot of women go through this, or a lot of girls when they're growing up. You want to be, like, I always, if any one of my friends knows me, I want to help. Like, I want to be that friend. I want to be everybody's friend. I don't want to be angry with anybody. I don't want to upset you. And so when Princess said, let's go, and she was like, what's wrong with you? Like, why aren't you going? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, let's go. It's not that big a deal. I felt really foolish saying, oh, I'm scared. Isn't that mad? Isn't that a madness? How am I scared of not getting arrested? Like, how can I not voice that I'm scared of not getting arrested? Do you understand the mad manipulation that will happen? Now, so I wouldn't be deported or arrested, I had to make sure I went through those 2 checkpoints because of Miami, because of friendship. I don't care, because of friendship. So, you guys, it was so scary. I really was shaking. Princess with that foolish stuff was like, Sophia, just do it. Why are you like this? What's wrong with you? Like, just do it. Like, nothing will happen. Like, just use it. If you're scared, they will catch you. If they're scared, they will catch you. Of course they will catch me. It's not my ID. Are you mad? Is it you that's using the ID? Is it you? No. So what are you talking about? And the thing I had sense to think about the fact that when it's somebody else that might not be in the hospital, they can be talking anyhow. They can be like, what's wrong with you? So, you guys. Okay. So we get to the airport. Now, mind you, I'm shaking. But I've been beaten to pee on myself. So I guess, so Princess is like, Sophie, just walk up. So I'm shaking, and I go to do something and I look down. I have my hat on and I was like, here. She was like, how is your day? I'm like, fine, let's go. And so miraculously, for some reason, this woman gave me things. She did not even look at my face properly with the ID, whatever. She just said, thank you. And 1 down, 1 more to go. So I'm getting confident. I'm like, okay, they can't arrest me. I'm almost there. Like, okay, this is gonna work. And so we're going to TSA. They're searching everybody. There's a lot of people. There's a line. And so there's a white man on one TSA checkpoint and there's a black man on the one TSA checkpoint. I said, let me think about it. This is all my thinking in the line. I'm like, if I go to the white man, this man might think all black people look alike, so he won't think twice about like just swiping the ID. But the black guy might want to toast me as the fine babe I am, and then he might catch me. So I stood in line of the white man and the white TSA agent, and you guys, just as I was about to get to that line, the black guy opened up and it was like, oh, here, come here. I was like, oh, this is me. This was me. I was shaking. So I get to the guy, and so he's talking to me, and I'm just like, oh yeah, thank you, yeah, I'm good, yeah, thanks. You guys, it was by the grace of God that boy didn't look at my ID to at least get my face or like get anything else, because he was trying to talk to me. Thank God for fine babe. Thank God for fine babe, because you guys, I really could have been arrested or deported. So I got through TSA. I remember like actually walking with Princess, shaking still. My friend was also with us. Like, I was so scared, you guys. Like, I remember wanting to go to the bathroom to just cry because I was so scared. But last we got through TSA, got on the plane, we got to Miami. It was a good time. Mind you, Queen hasn't gotten to Miami yet, right? Keep that in mind. So now let's recap. There's the phone issue. There's this Miami issue where they just made me use ID, somebody else's ID and passports or whatever, to go through TSA, and I could have been arrested or deported. And you know what I was still doing? I was still following along, you know, because I didn't have sense. I was still following along. So we get to Miami. Queen isn't there yet. We get to the Airbnb. We got our rental. It's all good. Me and the other girls that were there, we're all chill. We love each other. Like, we're chilling, we're partying. Then we go to the mall or something. We're hanging around, and then Queen says she's landed, right? Okay, what should we do? Get an Uber to come here, because we're literally on the opposite side of the Miami airport, and she literally made Princess drive all the way from the mall to come and pick her up at the airport and then drive back to hang out with us. So already Princess was upset. I was annoyed. It was getting late. We wanted to see the beach. We didn't have a lot of time, but you know, somebody bought tickets for you. Can you be talking? No, that's why you don't accept things for people who move mad, because that's what happens. So we're in Miami. We finally like leave the mall with Queen. She's here. You know, people are already like feeling some type of way. We go to the beach. We're already feeling some type of way. Like, she's making little snarky remarks about like, oh, is that the bikini you're going to wear? Oh, is this one, this one, this one? Oh, you look good. Oh, you don't. Oh, you do this. So I'm already so irritated. Princess is already so irritated. The two other girls are really quiet. They're just looking like, I just don't feel like being here. Like, it's just really awkward. So we decide to like walk on the boardwalk or something. Now this is where like things get really interesting. I was supposed to meet my ex's friends there, grown-ass men, grown men, fine boys, but the Ghanaian fine men. But they didn't know any of them. They didn't know Queen or Princess. Here's when Queen had an attitude, because now she felt like I'm taking over the trip, which is foolish. I just went through TSA for you because I was trying to be a fucking friend, and you're still gonna make my life a living hell? Is that not madness? But Princess catches an attitude. Mind you, I came to Miami because of this girl. She catches an attitude and she's like, oh, she's not going to leave the car. You guys, don't you hate that? When you travel with people and they're like angry and they don't want to do anything with you, and you're like, you're the reason I'm here. That's exactly what it was. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, you're the reason I even came. Like, get out of the car. So low-key, I think she was upset with me because I was being cranky with Queen, and she hated it because she wanted me to be nice. And then Queen was angry with me because I wasn't being respectful enough. I wasn't doing what she wanted, and the Princess was just upset with everybody. You get that kind of mentality. So I was already so frustrated, and so literally Princess literally stayed in the car while all the other people got down to go and walk and see the guys that I was supposed to like hang out with and stuff. Mind you, these are my ex's friends, so I'm having nothing to do with these men. It's not like I'm trying to, you know, sleep with anybody or anything. I'm literally just going to say hi to people who like were with me with my ex and we're cool and chill. So we get to the table. Queen is having an attitude. She's like, why does she have to be here? She doesn't know these people, what's going on, blah blah blah. And like, she literally didn't sit with the guys. She sat somewhere else, and I was having to sit with the guys and explain why my friends were acting rude. You know, I hate that shit. Like, if I introduce you to somebody, if you don't like them, pretend to be nice, and then when they move away, then act up. Like, don't do that in front of people. Do you know? I'm actually such a Nigerian woman. I was kissing her out. So she's already giving me this fucking attitude. I'm already so angry. You know when your blood is boiling and you're hungry? That's what I was. So I'm talking to the guys. I don't see Princess walking, about to enter the club that we're in, like the little like bar area club thing. and then like the security won't let her in because she had to pay. So I was talking to the girls about paying for Princess, and the guys were like, oh, we're all searching for money, but I think Princess thought we're not searching for money, so she got angry and she walked out again. And I started chasing her. You see how mad all of these things are? Where did they go? Where did they go on the trip? So we're chasing Princess down. Everybody's tired, it's already late. We're like, okay, let's go. So we're all in the car. You can tell it's awkward, it's angry, everybody's upset, you guys. Queen then starts going off like, Sophia, you don't have respect, blah blah blah. I didn't want to be with those guys. Who are even those guys? Who are this? Who's that? I'm sitting there laughing because I literally, that's all I could do. Like, I was just laughing. I was just like, I really did not put myself through this shit again. Like, I literally did not almost get arrested and deported because of you, and I wanted to have a good time with you guys, and then you're gonna turn it around on me. I feel like she's watching. On me. I don't get it. I was so mad. And me, when I'm angry, right? Like, you know how mad it is? I was just laughing. And you know that's so annoying? Like, you just be like, okay. Okay. What can I do? I don't know what you want me to do. So I was just laughing. You guys, this crazy ass human, this crazy ass human being literally in the middle of Miami, on the street, like not on the street, on the road where there's green lights, red lights, like in the middle of the expressway, this girl literally just stops the car, hits the car on brake, breaks the car, opens the door, and just gets out of the car and starts running. Like, what's going on? What's happening? She literally just leaves the car running in the middle of the road, and cars are honking behind us. Like, one of our other friends runs after her outside. Princess runs to the front of the car, and then she runs after her too. So it's not me and one other friend who can't drive in the car. We're both looking like, we can't drive. We're in the middle of the road. They come arrest us. What's going on? So one other friend came back from begging her and like drove the car to the corner. And I literally, as everything was happening, the madness was happening, I just carried my phone, googled flights back to where I was coming from. Next morning, 6 a.m. click, bought the tickets, and I did not say wait to anybody. Am I mad? And they're not going to tell me to stay. I'm not convinced myself to stay. I'm not mad. I literally bought my flight tickets back to my house. I said I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. So I buy the ticket. I don't say anything to Princess, Queen, nobody. I just say to one of my other friends, the quiet one. And then we get to the hotel, at the Airbnb, we're chilling, we're hanging out, blah, 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 we all fall asleep. The next morning, you guys, I was picked up like that. Packed up my load, ordered Uber to the airport, carried my things, and left. And that was how my trip ended. And then I just sat there and I was like, Sophia, you put yourself in this mess. You did. I have to own up to the fact that I was foolish. Because why in God's name would I allow myself go through all of that stuff? All of that stuff. Let these girls ridicule me, almost kill me on the middle of the road, almost get me arrested, and not even enjoy the trip and come back home. Everything that happened, I did it to myself. You guys know that, right? You know that, right? Alright, you guys. That is part 2 of this saga. I love that you all are entertained by my foolishness. Not even a long time ago, like 3 years ago. God has changed my life. But so that's what happened. I got back home, and what happened after I got home and left them in Miami and they woke up to find I was missing will be in part 3. And you guys, let me just give you a hint for part 3. Part 3 entails my mother. Like, my mom got into it, the school authorities got into it. That's how bad things got. Like, that's how crazy things got. But thank you so much for watching. If you like Billboard like me, high vibe. Well, in this together, we will continue to be doing Billboard. More story times to come if you enjoy these. I love doing them. Anyways, so thank you guys so much for subscribing. I reached 4,000 subscribers. Also, today's my birthday, or like tomorrow's my birthday, but this will come out tomorrow. So tell me happy birthday in the comments down below. My birthday vlog will be up on Sunday. Just please subscribe. I love my family on YouTube. Y'all are so sweet, and my foolishness continues. Okay. Bye guys. Yeah, my breast.